Hi, buddies. That is the best case scenario for both of us right now. Yep. There we go. That's out of the way now. What do you need? 2 malformed fish writhing into the sun. Okay, so you just want to, to the corrupted fish. The actual term that they use. It's been a second. I think it also calls them malformed, so there's definitely a possibility that that would also work as a term. I think aberrated is the word that makes a tiny bit more sense when using. What are you? Ooh. Grilled shark. Well, you're a fancy fish. You're the, yep, the armored sea robin. Another fancy fish. I don't want to overfish it, but we aren't getting any funky fish right now. Come on, Gabe. I need a few funky fish. Oh, here we go. Oh. Yep. Found one. Ossified. Chittering mandibles scythe the air in front of this deep dweller, its small body encased in a suit of thick bone. Well, doesn't sound like it's very pleasant, friend. Wish you luck on that one. I think this is the one I like the least for the when to tap it. Rat tail, yep. No, I don't have a lot of room for you guys. I just let you go though. Yeah, there we go. I can turn one of you in and hopefully, well no, because I haven't picked up the crab pot, so that's not gonna work either. Whoops. Hang on. There we go. Infernal eel. Let's go stop for the night for now. And then go turn in some of the fish, keep our 2 not so friendly fish, and we'll go turn those in. It's late, but it's not too late, thankfully. Research. Engines, yeah, you're gonna take... This will be really nice, but you're gonna take a little bit to get... Yeah, we'll do sleep. I'm hoping the stream didn't split in 2, because my mobile for the stream is trying to tell me that it had a network error. Oh. I paused just a second too long for you guys. There we go. Here, let's see. Put you in and put you in. Now Sprock splits. Yep. Ooh, encrusted talisman. I gotta make some room here. And you can go in the cargo hold. I'll take a look at that and eventually make some room for it, because I have a feeling that'll be useful. Come on, little guys. Yep, there we go. Now you leave me alone for a bit. Okay, this must be the other stone tablet. That's on me. I should remember that there's a bit of drift, and yeah, I do need to get this stuff to actually go blast that open, or I'm not going to be able to get to that one. So let's go do that one. Go grab some of our explosives. Tattered mackerel. I'm sorry, fish. That doesn't sound very fun. Okay, let's see. Yeah. A tangled of ribbons stream behind this fish, its form converging around a shadowy head. A strip slides away, retreating to the depths. Interesting. Prepare. Half of our explosives. Actually made pretty good progress for the amount of time I've been playing. The ice area is going to take a long time. Though, goodness, I have the hiccups apparently. Sorry about that. The ice area, I think, will, if I remember right, will take a good chunk of time in the same way that, like, the Iron Rig does, but it's all contained to one area, and it's a bit more puzzly like this one is. Okay, if I remember right, if I go in here, you guys can't follow because of the way this is. Oh no, you can. You can be annoying still. Okay, so I think... I don't know if this is the last stone tablet we need. Okay, I can't put it in storage no matter how much I'd like right now. Lovely. Okay, let's go check over here really quick and see if there's any spots here that make me think like there might be a tablet back here. I do wonder what's here, though. Hello? Ooh. Cave. In the dim light of the cave, you make out some paintings on both walls. Check the left wall. The painting depicts the birth of a civilization. A great beacon of light is shown repelling a tentacle figure emerging from the sea. In the dim light of the cave, you can make out some paintings on both walls. The painting depicts the fall of a civilization. A volcanic eruption tears through a tall lighthouse. Monstrous shapes devour people as buildings turn to ruin. Interesting. You come the many steps leading up to the ancient lighthouse. At its base is a solid stone door. Can't see a handle, but there's a large socket carved into this base of the door. I think that's what it's going to be for. Okay, we will figure this out. So there is a fourth one. Not here. So I figure out where it is now. I can go try to get it later. Serpent mackerel. Well, that's definitely interesting. Now, there's our third flame. We'll figure out what it wants here in a bit. Stone here? No. Here is our stone tablet. Oh, that's interesting. I think they're reacting / glowing because I'm kind of in the scared state for the second. Oh. Hello, okay. Oh, that's definitely a bit terrifying. Okay, there's this area. Where's the place I normally go to park at night? There it is. I wonder if during the day the whale spawns to kind of take that out, because you're not necessarily as paranoid, whereas at night it doesn't. Because normally when we see that, we see the whale come and grab it. Let's see. It lashes out with its teeth, its tail, a hissing rises from its mouth, and then from the water around you. Interesting. I don't say that fish is having very much fun right now. Let's do a really quick sleep. I do want to check that island off to the side because I saw a glow there, but I don't think it'll have much for me. I don't think it's where the last tablet's going to be or anything that way. But you never know. It could be. Oh, a campfire for once. Do we finally get to see who's been leaving them? You undock next to an old robot. Somebody is here. He's hunched over by the campfire, muttering to himself. You cautiously approach. Did you throw it back? What? The book. I keep mistaking me for someone else. I'm not seeing things. It's really you, isn't it? Who do you think I am? He turns away, wringing his hands. He speaks to the fire. It was him and his damned wife. They dredged up that old book, but something cloaked in fog followed it out right through the boat. Boom. The man makes a crude explosion sound, or noises and motions wide with his hands. Still talking to the fire as though pantomiming a story to a child. It spoke. It said it was coming for our breath, that we couldn't be needing it, or we wouldn't be needing it soon, and then darkness crashed down. An age later, some of us washed up on the shore, and him, still clutching that book. Throw it back, we cried as the fog rolled ashore. We thought surely it can still be undone. What book? Silver and crimson, a book covered in her blood. You're not making any sense. Throw it back. The man closes his eyes tight as he holds back tears. His voice falls to a whisper. Please, the lighthouse keeper, she saw. She knows where it came from, where it needs to go. Tell me more about this book. Silver and crimson, silver and crimson. He rocks back and forth, staring through the flames. What do you know about the fog? It cloaked the glamorous thing. It's evil. Haven't you felt it? What does the lighthouse keeper have to do with us? She saw it all. That ruinous day. Ask her, beg her, tell her He trails off, his face collapsing in sorrow. Interesting. Okay. Definitely giving us a little bit of a hint towards some of what we're gonna find out. Let me see if I find this last stone tablet, though. Stuff here, but it's not that, I don't think. That, I think, might be more of a shortcut. Is it in here somewhere? I don't think so. I do need to go in here and get to the, this thing. A stone shrine, you want a pale skate, and one of those guys. Okay. I don't know what the other thing is, but I know the one is a pale skate. See how far you actually end up chasing me. Is there a way to dock here? No, I don't think there is. Well, maybe. Nope. Come on, guys. Oh, no. Here, I go back around. Okay. Hey, this is one area you end up losing, like, the most amount of money just to this. Oh, yeah, I can. I can't stop there for any amount of time. I was hoping... that I could stop there and... find out more about what that is, but nope, that's not a place you can stop. Okay. Let's see. Some more quick repair. Put you in storage for right now. Continue to go turn those in. Okay, because I have, what, 3 of those? Yeah, okay, well, they're giving me hints to go back to Little Morrow. So I might really quickly go do that. A stone tablet surrounded by a tooth and bone. A glyph of a hook is carved in the center. Oh, you give me a whole lot of fishing speed. Okay. You don't add anything per se to what I can pick up. Not that I particularly need the infused as much as I did need it. Let me check shipyard. There's a way I did want to do this. Is you give me Oceanic, Mangrove, and Shallow. You technically give me a little bit of everything, so let's do it this way first. Oh, I don't want to do that. Open up the storage again so I can move some stuff here. I would like to sell you if I can. Oh, hang on. The wrong key. There we go. Yep, here we go. Anything here? Yeah, we'll do that. And this, I think. No, but how am I actually gonna get that to fit? Ooh. You see, the problem is you don't add any... I mean, I lose out on the passive fishing, but I'm not as worried about that right now. I'm not as worried about the passive fishing. So I'm curious if this will actually help a bit. I wonder if we'll get something that's actually small that'll fit there. Because otherwise we have everything here. This is all the types of fish we can have. That was a bit more of what I was worried about. We are able to get all kinds of fish. Yeah, let's do the manifest thing real quick. Go turn in the last flag we have. Possibly equip that. And go see what our friend over here says about the tablets. It does feel a bit weird without the net, but it is okay for now. I think this will help out as well. It'll be a little bit different when I get to the ice area and I do actually absolutely need the net. Trader. Show him the stone tablet. The trader takes the stone tablet from you, inspects it closely, turning over in his hands. Remarkable. Yes, I do believe this is a fragment of a larger arrangement. He reaches up to a higher shelf and brings down a smaller looking stone abbot, one covered in much more dust. Some years ago, I acquired this other piece. I found these near the, you found this near those ruins in Devil's Spine, didn't you? Devil's Spine, didn't you? Well, I suspect there'll be more out there. I'll hold on to this one for now and study it further while you search for the other fragments. Oh, you got another wonderful. Let me see. Got the other one. Takes the stone tablet from you and places it alongside the other, so he turns them over and arranges them together in a square. Once the underside of the tablets... On the underside of the tablets, new glyphs begin to form, casting an eerie light onto the low ceiling. Yes, go on. He begins just transcribing the glyphs onto an old scrap of parchment. Each stroke appears to demand excruciating concentration. After a few minutes, he puts down his pen and reads aloud. When the sky mistakes the stars, and the air grows thick with night, the deep will open its scars, protect us, O guiding light. I only know of one guiding light, but these tablets predate the lighthouse at Great Amira by centuries. Fragments are fused together now. Why don't you take this back? In theory, they should open a lock somewhere, but where? Well, I have an idea. Yep, I have a couple things, I think. Or maybe that's it. Nope, that's it for now. Okay. Enter... Deliver flag. Yes. And we'll leave for now. Well, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna end up readjusting how I painted the ship again. Paint boat. Roof. We'll do this black. No, we'll do the other purple now. There we go. Yep, back. We'll undock it, and we'll head back there. Try to be a little bit careful I'm steering so I don't smack my ship right into a rock. Yeah, we'll head back. Because now we can open up the lighthouse, but I might have to sleep before we do that. I didn't realize he had the last stone tablet. I just figured it was something I had to find. So that's good to know. To be fair, I wonder if I did it the first time around. I would assumed I did. Because again, there's I don't think any added achievements I don't have anymore. Aside from maybe some that came with the iron rig, and I think some for Pale Reach still. Base game, though, I had all the achievements, so it's kind of really hard to be like, okay, well, did I do this thing? I just kind of have to assume I must have. Hello? What is that sound? Hi? That was a lot of noise for very little, apparently. Statues. There we go. Do the right. There we go. None of the above currently. I'm gonna go take a nap, quote unquote. And then we're gonna go do the lighthouse. I don't imagine you being very much sleep out here in a way that would be like particularly useful or do you any good. There you go, buddies. Off you go for now. There we go. Ascend the lighthouse, yep. Put this in. The fused tablet clicks into place and the door rumbles before sliding aside. Step in. You step through the doorway of the ancient lighthouse. The stairway to the top has collapsed. This is as far as you're going to get. Around you, a number of dusty objects. Some of them look valuable. Ooh. Okay. Put you in storage for now, I guess. Take everything from the room. Yeah, because if I'm correct, this thing is really good. I mean, I'll have to get another small light for the other side, but that's simple enough. We at least have this now. We need the pale skate. I assume he's gonna be out here somewhere. Hey, buddy. You're not the other fish I need. I'm waiting for the day it gives us like a whale that's kind of corrupted in the background that you can see. Hey. Congealed rat tail. The flesh of this deep dweller has turned into a thick ooze, secreting an oily gel that covers its entire body. Well, you do you, buddy. Oh, hi, buddy. Another mackerel. Need the pale skate. So far, no luck. Now what about you? Here, just a mackerel again. Not a particularly fancy one, which is okay. Maybe a little more upset if it does that to my pale skate. Nope, I don't need a mackerel. Something just a little different. Oh, here we go. There's one of the ones I need. Ghost shark. Interesting. I just need to find the pale skate, but let me do a quick little encyclopedia check. Rod and trawl. Okay, you're a daytime fish, so I am kind of looking at the wrong time of day to find you. Let's take a look over here. Another pale shark. Not a pale shark. Wrapped shark. A grinning maw turned upwards to the sky, wing-like fins ready to take flight. That doesn't sound particularly good. Stone shrine, let's go put you there. And we'll head out. Hi, little guys. You need to leave me alone for right now. I'm gonna go around because I'm not gonna deal with the maze right now. I know that's not the best of ideas. Ooh, another ghost ship. Here's this. We'll deal with that in a bit. Not in a second. Rest first. Then I can sell some fish. There we go. Then let's do ship market. Or shipyard. Ship market also is not entirely incorrect. Yeah, so that little thing does better. And then we can get... Ooh. That is a better idea. Sell you. Grab one of you. Yep. There we go. Nice and bright. Yeah, we'll leave it on the light. I'm curious what happens if I do it here. I guess not particularly much. And that would be more useful, I think. Bye, little guys. Bye, little guys. Let's see. I forgot this is how this works. Now, are you going to be irritating, little tiny fish? No. You're not sticking around, okay. Where did I get the pale skate last time? It's a rat tail. Yeah, that is jarring. It's jarring as much as it is. At least it tells me I can't fish them up. Also isn't what I'm looking for. Again, not what I am looking for. Okay, let's see. Encyclopedia. Not quite what I'm looking for. Daytime and specifically going to be in the volcanic area, so too far out, I'm not going to see anything anyways. I wonder if I use this. Really? Really, guys? Yeah, it's not super easy to use in here either. With the added benefit, you sit still too long and you get the little tiny fish that are super annoying hanging out and saying hello. I need, like, anti-fish spray. Just spray it at them when they get too close and start following. I was hoping you'd follow me through it, and I moved too soon. Thank you. Good job. Go behave now. I'll find these fish eventually. I'm at least going to get explosives. Thank you. I have a research part, right? Nope. Okay, perfect. I want to double check, make sure I used it, if I did have it. Ah, I didn't even realize you guys were following me. You still following? Nope. Okay. We're not gonna get the sea skate entirely right now. At least this way there was an area that I could do this with to get in and out earlier, easier. So that's what we're gonna do. That way, I don't want that guy turned off. We'll go and get some sleep and take a look again and see if we can find that fish. That way I can get in and out of that little area a lot easier than I was. There we go. Ooh, I like that you can actually see the flames. It's such a absolutely amazing, like, just in the distance, the ghost ship. Nope. There we go. I do want to get a screenshot of that eventually because it just looks really cool. I do like that it's the thing of, like, you start looking out in the distance and you can start seeing things where you know they aren't quite real, but they do exist. Like, it's, yes, probably also part of the, like, the character's mind, but at the same time, there's definitely part of it that has to, like, somewhat exist. Anyways, I'm gonna take a real quick break. I will be right back. Just give me a bit. let's get back into this. Let's go see if we can find ourselves a fishy fish. So the idea is it's probably in somewhere around here that I haven't quite looked at just right. Well, you're not quite what we're looking for. I didn't get a trophy size one of those. Come here, little guys. Yep, there we go. Any more? Nope. So, what are you? Oh, you're these guys. The ghost shark. Okay, well, there's another one of you, I guess. Not quite what I need. I'll take you, because you helped me out with repairs. Holy moly. Basically, I sell you, you give me money, I repair stuff. Still being followed? No, I'm not. Okay, perfect. This took me just a little bit. I think you're gonna be the armored ones too, though. Yeah. Nope, wrong thing. Still wrong thing. Found him. There we go. Here. All damage, goblet lost. Well, of all the things that could be lost, that's definitely not the worst. So, I'm not too upset about that one. Come on, you little guys. Let's go find a vent somewhere. There we go. Problem solved. Let's go in here. Let's give you this. And I will gladly take those, because I'll probably need them later. I'll do that. Okay. Let's go repair the boat before I turn in this last one. The last flame that I need to turn in. Oh shush, little fish. Those turned in, get this worked on, and we'll see how this goes. There we go. That shipyard, repair. Let's do some selling of fish. I do see the dilemma. Okay. Well, I need that more than I need the amount of wood that I have. Because there's always time that I can get more wood. This isn't going to get cost enough, so if I do need it, it's going to be a pain to get. I haven't needed that just yet. Research part, though, let's go research that. We'll do a quick sleep, and then we'll go do the last flame. Side tangent, side note, Starbucks. Why? Why did you get rid of your caramel apple crisp macchiato? Because that was actually really good. They do have the syrup back for the apple flavoring, but it's not the actual caramel flavoring they had. Hopefully next year it actually comes back in full, because people kept asking for it back, so they're trying to bring it sort of back. And you can add the syrup to stuff, but man, does it not taste the same. Okay, middle statue. Full flame roars in the statue's hands. Nice! The fanatic awaits. What is it? The flames are lit. Ah, I can feel it. The chill of the deep touches us now. It is time, Cub. You follow him up the steps of the temple. At the top is a black stone altar. Stacked high upon the altar are layers of dark, damp wood. He pulls an antique pocket watch from inside his robe. You are drawn to it. I see. I found it, or it found me during my rite of proving as I scavenged. It snapped at my spirit when I first recovered it, but I came to appreciate the strange nourishment it sapped at my spirit. It is almost yours. May it mark the start of your journey and the end. Still holding the pocket watch in one hand, he clambers atop the pyre and raises his scroll and begins to chant. What are you doing? He ignores you. The wind picks up, swirling sea spray around the altar. A cold blue flame rises from the sodden wood at his feet. Stop this. His chanting grows louder. The freezing blaze climbs his legs. His chanting continues, no pain detectable in his voice. He lifts his arms skyward. A second later, the inferno engulfs him. It rages for a moment, then abruptly dies away. A cold mist pulls around the floor of the temple briefly before the wind sweeps it into the sea. No trace of the fanatic remains. The pyre is cold and damp. Inspect it. No. There's the watch. You take the pocket watch. It's freezing cold. Interesting. Okay. That's gonna go in my storage for a bit, but let's go back to Little and Greater Morrow. Because what I'm gonna do is put that in storage, talk to the lighthouse keeper, and then we're gonna head to Pale Reach. Because I think that was the last artifact we needed, and thus I don't entirely want to mess with this just yet. Because it will bring us into the end part of the game, and I want to get stuff done beforehand. I am off kilter somewhere. There we go. Hi, little fishy fish. What type of fish are you? Yep, blue mackerel. Put you away for now. We talk to the lighthouse keeper and go mess around with my storage a little bit more so that I can go in my storage. And we got some stuff to sell to the trader. Lighthouse keeper, what is it? What do you know about the Silver and Crimson book? She shudders at the very mention of the book. You're really asking me after all this time? You know it must be returned. She looks at you with deep pity. You have to move on, for her sake as well as yours. Take control, be rid of that thing once and for all. Interesting. I'll put you in here for now. Keep a hold of that. Undock, go to Little Morrow. Go talk to the trader there and turn all that stuff in. Okay, you explain to the trader that you found a use for the fuse tablet at the ancient lighthouse in Devil's Spine. It opened a door in that ruined lighthouse? Yes, that makes sense. Well, I hope you found some interesting items for me to take a look at. If only. Okay, there we go. Now, where I need to go is about down here. All the way down here. Oh yeah, I remember somebody saying that there's enough of the map to, yeah, add other stuff. Be all the way down there. It's gonna be a journey. Right direction? Yes. The right direction. Okay, perfect. Now just keep heading this way for a very long time. Once it starts getting cold, we know we've made it. I think we deal with the same person that we deal with other stuff. I think it's the flotilla person. Bearded mackerel. The wispy tendrils sprouting from its mouth and flanks continue to writhe long after the fishes stop flailing. Well, I'm sorry, fishy. Oh, they disappeared because it switched the time of day. Still heading in the right direction. And need to navigate this way just a bit more. But yeah, now we're getting into the Pale Reach. There we are, I see it. I see where I need to go. And this is interesting because I recently ended up watching True Detective. My mother watched it a while ago, and I'd cut bits and pieces from that, but because I get told about it. And I hadn't really, like, looked into it or watched it. And I went to watch the 4th season. I got to the 4th season, I went to watch the 4th season, I'm like, oh my gosh, this reminds me way too much of Pale Reach in a certain aspect. Down here to investigate the ice field too. It seems to have appeared out of nowhere. My best guess is it drifted up from the south. Either way, I thought I should set up a platoon here. But when I went to stake my claim, I noticed some old equipment on the ice. Come and check it out when you get a second. In the meantime, I've got some new rods for sale. They'd be perfect for fishing the ice around here. Oh yeah, that's a thing. How about nets? Yeah, I think we're gonna have to figure this one out in a second here. There we go. Put that in. Wait. Oh yeah, that gives me a better bonus on this. Yeah, okay, we'll leave it that way. Net-wise, I think we're okay for now. The traveling merchant has crossed over to a nearby iceberg and is inspecting some old pieces of metal you approach. It's so weird. This stuff seems old, like, really old. She kicks a large sheet of metal half embedded into the ice. A thin layer of snow dislodges, revealing lines of rivet holes. And come in here, look. You follow her into a small makeshift shelter ruined by years of harsh weather. Inside are some schematics nailed to a table, still barely legible. See how they're angled, these sheets, and the lining of the metal around the bow? Her bow? Whoever was here, I think they were constructing an icebreaker. Could you make another one using these plans? Probably, but let me see. She trudges outside again and paces out the length of the metal scraps in the ice. We've got most of the basic materials here already, but I'm missing the most crucial pieces. An icebreaker needs a specially tempered angled metal, as well as components designed to minimize the impact to your hull. I can't see any of those here, but whoever left all this stuff here, maybe they left other pieces somewhere else? Or maybe you'll be able to find their old ship and salvage the icebreaker they already built. That would be convenient. Anyway, to build a new icebreaker, these are the parts we'll need. Okay. Fair enough. Let's do a real quick rest. And we will start looking around. Yeah, I think all this stuff is like, you don't want to hit it, and then eventually you'll be able to break it up. But for now, I can't. Oh, be nice. Oh, hello, fish. Toothfish. What about you? You are an ice fish. Okay. And this... This is interesting. Fisherman, I didn't expect you to see this far south. Well, this was a fortunate turn of events. There's a narwhal somewhere in this ice field. I couldn't get any further in, so I've been trying to take a picture from here with no luck. I tried placing some scraps of fish on the ice sheet over there to entice it, but I didn't have enough to hold its attention for long enough, only caught a glimpse. I don't suppose you have any fish to be prepared to donate to the pursuit of wildlife photography. Fill the entire space with any fish you like. I can't imagine the narwhal is too picky. Well, let me get 2 smaller fish, and we will help you out. Hey, ice fish, I need to borrow a couple of you. Admittedly, borrow for me plus borrow for you is not the same meaning. We're just continuing the circle of life with extra steps. There you go. That's perfect. Now cut your engines. We need to wait in complete silence. Are we sure it's a narwhal? Oh. I think I hear something under the ice. That is not a narwhal. What on earth is that thing? I'm not sticking around to find out. You know, I don't think that'd be a good idea. At least that area is open to us now. We just need to go back to the pontoon for now. Oh yeah, some of the cracks are kind of all the way out here. Do a real quick rest, and then I want to see what I'm close to in the distance that I'm kind of seeing. I don't assume that's the, Okay, no, that is the actual lighthouse and the, I am seeing the oil rig this far out. What an interesting thing. This is a really pretty area, though, in the way they've done the ice and stuff. Well, now I can go into this area. Thank you, buddy, for the help. Somewhat. I don't know exactly how helpful it was, because now I'm stuck in here with you. There we go. Yeah, it's an awkward foot, no matter what. What was that sound for? Thanks, I guess. Oh yes, let's just have you have a random heartbeat sound and, you'll figure out what it's for, don't worry. I'm assuming I feed... Yep. Okay, well... Oh, behave. You're gonna get fish soon enough. I just gotta find the fish. Okay, now I need another big fish. Big fish here. So I assume it's also a for some time situation. And he's not going to calm down or behave for very long. Oh, no, you do just pop in and go eat. Okay. Do you actually, like, go and eat it? Oh yeah, you do. Okay. Ah, I see. That's how I get you to go break the ice over there. nice if there's a place I could spend the night. I mean, in this case, yes, it's monstrous, but I feel like the understanding is a lot easier. The reason he's chasing you down is you're probably carrying fish. You smell like food, and it's just hungry. That's it. It's that simple. Okay, another toothfish. Actually, let's get another if I can. There we go. Is there a way that I can kind of... Not like that, there isn't. Is there a way to kind of... Yes, stock. Perfect. What am I seeing? A cold wind whistles through the doorway of the only cabin still standing. Beside it, a frozen over dig site is littered with tools and debris. You enter the small cabin, the door long since fallen from its hinges. A rotting table sits inside. A crudely drawn map of the area has been charted onto a scrap of paper. You attach it to your own map. A large book sits on the table. It's well worn from the passage of time, but you can still read the words Captain's Log etched into the cover. You open the book. Its frozen spine cracking for the first time in decades. 30th of May. Arrived at the floating sea ice amidst a particularly thick fog. A few channels should be seen leading into the ice through those sizable chunks float in our way, posing a hazard. I have ordered us to moor against the outer ice wall while the engineers make adjustments to better prepare the vessel. Okay. The vessel was pursued by a particularly aggressive narwhal. Some man placed fish on the ice nearby in an effort to distract it. It appeared to work, though only for a time. It resurfaced and needed satiating repeatedly. We can't find a more permanent solution to the beast. We'll have to make sure we keep enough fish on hand to keep it happy. As I lay falling asleep, the most almighty voice spoke unto me. It resounded from the thick ice below, at once both powerful and ethereal. There was no mistaking this as a trick of the wind, nor a jest by the crew. It did not pause for response or acknowledgement, only whispered a cryptic prophecy. First, I cannot make any sense of it. 3 listeners shall hear the heart, and that I should indulge these listeners. It spoke of boundless wealth from the stars and of eyes opening onto the world. The rest of my sleep was feverish, as my mind was plagued with the sound of the voice. It spun in my head, echoing even louder. In the morning, the boatswain and the navigator came to me separately, claiming to have heard a sound like a heartbeat, as the men were digging yesterday. They indicated a desire to explore the eastern and western reaches of the ice field. I shall indulge them. Ice shard. Light pierces through the ice, intensifying and concentrating into a glow in the center. A dark form takes shape against the light. A distorted voice echoes from within. Don't disturb the ice. Who are you? Captain, the expedition. Chart the ice field appeared suddenly through the ice. It whispered, promised, stones from the stars. It knew. 3 would hear the heart beneath the ice. The voice grows louder. They commanded 3 listeners, 3 sacrifices for 3 eyes. I obeyed, but a 4th now sees forever futile. The shadow is silent for a time, slumbering. Still, should leave, it sees you before it whispers. Do not risk breaking this. It senses through the ice, through the shadow, no hope. Okay. I don't have what I need to help you. I'm gonna have to rest, though. There we go. Here real quick, reload on this, so I'm keeping up to date on the chat on my mobile. That must be the heartbeat we're hearing. Hopefully I have enough fish to fill this. That's how our friend opens it. More fish will fit on the pile. Good job, buddy. Thank you. That should keep it satisfied at least for a little while. He's not very scary. He's helpful. He's just a little bit odd. Ooh, what am I dredging for? Oh, another part of this. Okay, that's the middle part. What's here? Looks like another person trapped in the ice. You dug against a small platform of ice formed around a gigantic clawed hand. You are not the first to find this place. Remnants of a long-abandoned camp litter the ice. You rummage through the small pile of equipment in the snow. Most items are stuck fast in the ice, but inside a small backpack you find an old journal. June 2nd. The captain orders to make camp on the ice in the center of the gloom. After we saw those lights in the ice, everyone's got treasure on their minds. Treasure hunting isn't exactly what the expedition was commissioned for, but given the captain gets the lion's share of whatever we find, it doesn't surprise me that he's willing to bend the rules a bit. We'll start digging after the camp's dug. We spent the day digging down into the ice, shovels and ice picks. Can't remember the last time I was this tired. We were only allowed 2 short breaks all day, down into the pit. As I rested with my back against the ice, I started hearing something. It was different to the sound of the picks. They were sharp and short. The other way around. This was low, a rumble from the deeper down. On my first break, it was occasional, only a few each minute. By the second break, it had quickened, like a heartbeat. The captain overheard me telling some of the others about the sound I heard in the pit. Before I knew it, I was in front of his desk, sure I was about to have my pay docked. To my great surprise, he seemed to know something of it already. He was keen on hearing it described over and over. He wants me to help locate the source of it. When he pressed me on it further, I said it did seem to be coming from the east. Tomorrow we are setting out to see if we can find it. Perhaps I shall get a bonus after this is done. Ice shard. An anguished voice cries from deep within the ice. Help me. Frozen so many years. Free me. Please break the ice. I am the boatswain, the expedition, the terror. Please break the ice. Figuring contorts through painful shapes. We saw lights dancing in the ice. Dug deep. Didn't know. I heard it. The heart. Beating under ice. The cracking. Waking. The noise in the east. I went. The captain brought him over here to find it. The hand in the night. Shadow of claws. The darkness shrinks. I turned away just a moment. The pain that claws my back. So cold, so dark under ice. Please break the ice. Well, I will break the ice when I have a chance, but again, I do not have a particular tool you need for me to be able to do that. What are you? Lizardfish. Then you are... yeah, just gonna be something simple. Treasure-wise I don't need just yet. Yep. Not where we need to go. Definitely need to not go that way again. Not gonna help me out too much here. Up here, ice fish again. Yep. That works for now. So we've gone this way. We're back out here, so let's go back to the, pontoon. Get the 2 pieces of the, icebreaker in. Repair the ship, and then we'll go back out. After a little bit of rest, because there's got to be another place somewhere to, break open another path that I can go. I don't need to go around slightly. I haven't done that either. It's worth a try. Okay. Shipyard, I do need to repair my ship, thank you. And then... There we go. We've got one more piece to get. I don't know if I need to rest just yet. Okay, there's definitely other ways in. Ish. I think not in a way that I can deal with just yet, because I think I'm gonna need the icebreaker. Like, even though it shows it, I'm gonna need the icebreaker to get actually in. Okay, well, let's try that. Get some more fish. There we go. I hear sounds. Grab another ice fish. Here. Let's see. There we go. How about you guys? I think you're still something I've already got before. Yep. Just keep collecting fish, because I have a feeling I'm going to be needing them here in a second. Need that for a second and see if that helps the stream monitoring on my phone. They keep up with chat and anything that way. That is still pretty laggy. I'm beginning to think it may just be because it's on my phone. Ooh, char. I don't know, that's one of the prettier fish designs I think I've seen. Hi, buddy. Oh. A bulbous toothfish. The vessel feeds a distended, fluid-filled body. Shadows stir inside. Hey. That's not very nice. But you're hungry, aren't you? Okay, let's see. So there's a place somewhere here that I can put some food for you, because you are apparently the angry version of hungry. Put there. Put there. Put these there. Okay, behave. They've already gone that way, but what's over here? Ah, but I need the icebreaker for that, don't I? Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get that without the ice picker. Or the ice pick. The icebreaker, but I think that might be the ice pick. There we go. I don't know why my brain just lost it for a second on trying to say that sentence. There was a place this way, right, to kind of go, but I think it's blocked. Oh, it's blocked because I need to feed him. Okay. Hey, buddy, I'm gonna go get some fish here in a bit, after I go rest. And then we'll give you a nice big meal so that you go break that open for me. He's literally the only one I think is actually more like friend, because it's not like he's trying to be evil. It's just he's hungry and you're carrying fish and he really, really wants fish. And well, there's some fish there. Let's get a couple more here. Feed our hungry, hungry boy. Get the trophy for my journal more than anything else because I am still going to donate this fish and it's still about to not exist. Where is he? It's over here, right? There we go. Need a fish for the hungry boy. And he's gonna go bounce. Yep. Now we can get through. I mean, as long as you feed him once a day, he seems to be fine, and you don't necessarily have to feed him everything. Like, even a very small amount seems to keep him pretty well out of your hair for the majority of the day. There we go, that's the last piece we need. As long as we, under no circumstances, damage it, we are good to go. What are you? Wait, what are you? You are a goblin shark. Interesting. Okay. And we've got another person to talk to in the ice. Yep, someone was seeking these out. Frozen equipment. There are very few pieces that still remain. Whoever made the camp here was poorly prepared. Inside a small bag, you find a leather-bound journal. The men spent the whole day digging. They passed up chunks of ice, some as brilliant as crystal. Others of a deepest blue more beautiful than sapphires. But none held the glow we'd seen in the night. However, I did note a disturbance in the ice to the west. It began as a periodic, distant rumble as the men dug deeper. The pulsing quickened, strengthening until I could see the ice shifting on the surface. I shall have to inform the captain. It may well be that the narwhal creature we saw earlier, though this did seem much larger. As I write this, I can already feel my eyes closing. It will have to wait until morning. This morning, the captain appeared out of the fog, rowing alone. Apparently, the boatswain remains at a camp in the east, waiting for nightfall. They were unsuccessful in their search, but it does make the sense that the lights would be more visible at night. Tomorrow, we're to journey together to the west towards the shifting ice that I reported. We are alone on a small island of ice. After hours of rowing through narrow channels, it rose through the fog, a gargantuan, monstrous claw reaching from the depth. Whatever creature it once belonged to must be long dead, as the claw is frozen solid. I wanted to turn back immediately, but the captain insisted we investigate. He is on edge, his head turning this way and that, listening for the slightest sound. He is convinced something will happen after dark. As the last light from the cold sun fades, I have the sense that it will be a long night. An unnatural spire of ice stands above scraps of snowed-over equipment. A dark shape twists within. Face near to the ice. A voice calls out, distant and distorted. Trapped, forever. This prison, get me out. Break it, somehow free me. The navigator, find safe passage. Chart the ice. It came from beyond. Break it, somehow. The digging, the cracked ice, like a web, awoke the ice heart. I told him. Whispers in the west. Took the boatswain east, returned alone. The dark figure shudders, sending vibrations through the ice. The next day, rode here. Captain saw the claws. Gripped my soul, he insisted, made camp. Shadow of the beast. Waiting for the stars in the night. I saw his shape suddenly, swallowed by the cold. In the dark, he left me. Break it somehow. Okay, well, we'll try to help you as best I can in a bit, but we need to head back so I can get this built before our little narwhal friend decides that he's very hungry again. And that because I'm carrying fish, that means I must pay fish tax. Actually, let me just pay some fish tax now. There we go, fish tax. So I can get out of here with less issue. So I feel like he's a very, very hungry boy again. But now I get to get the icebreaker built, so now I can start going through a bunch of this stuff. And hitting these things, it should break some of these up. Let's see. Yep, we'll dock here. AC workshop. That in. That's everything. Just let me just warm my hands up a little bit, then we'll get started. All right, I think that should do it. In front of your ship, the front of your ship can now break through chunks of ice. Go ahead, test it out. I'll be watching from here. Well, first off, let me repair everything. I forgot to mention, just let me know if you want to temporarily remove that icebreaker. I can swap it out at any of my pontoons. Nice. Does it take up... It doesn't really take up room, so... I'm good so far. There we go. Yeah, I think you can still get hung up sort of on pieces. Well, it works. I'll say that much. Clear these out as much as I can. Get this open. What? Okay, you're gonna be fabric. I don't need you just yet. And yep, you are an ice pick. There we go. A very frozen ice pick, but definitely an ice pick. I'll probably have to feed our little narwhal friend here in a bit. But let's get our captain out of here. Hey guy, I have got a thing. Do not risk breaking its senses through the ice, through the shadows, no hope. You strike hard against the center of the shard where the shadowy shape appears darkest. A deep crack chases upwards, cleaving away fragments that fall and shatter. Oh. Well, I did something. Ooh. The structure peels open. Split to its core, a glistening stone lies cradled by broken shapes, wispy threads of starlight trailing from it. You take the stone and leave. Can I send you to storage? No. There we go. That works for now, and I need to go get some fish so I can feed our narwhal friend so he isn't getting into trouble. Because knowing him, that is a risk. Now that I have fish, he's probably going to be all the more interested. Okay, there we go. Let's go put this here. There we go. Feed him. I see a channel over here that I can go through. I just need to break the ice up, which is where I want to go next and see what is over here. What are you? Oh. Well, you're definitely equipment of some sort. Ice Shaper. Nice. This lets me out here. More goblin sharks? Yep. Grizzly shark. Errant teeth push through failing skin. A single mouth is not enough. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Doesn't sound like you're having a good time. Let me go back to the pontoon. Sell some stuff. Out of curiosity, I wonder. I heard the echo. Don't hear a second one though. But yeah, I heard a quick echo that first time. I've been looking through the schematics we found before, and there are plans here for another device too. They're for an ice shaper. That's different to your icebreaker, by the way. It's for cutting chunks of ice. If you find the missing device, I'll be able to use the machine to harvest ice blocks for refrigeration. The blocks of ice can be packed into your cargo to slow fish spoilage. Pretty handy, right? Well, you really found it. How on earth did you actually locate this stuff down there in the deep? Anyway, let me slot this blade in here, and yeah, that seems right. I think it's ready to start cutting. Blocks of ice coming right up. This stuff works pretty well here. These are in the house. Thank you. Now I'll be able to stock some of these ice blocks on my pontoons. Thanks, partner. And I don't remember right, they last 1,000 about a day, yeah. Discard the uh-oh fish. I'll do these really quick. And we'll do a quick rest. Ooh. Sleeper shark. Okay. And another one. Huh. You're technically an exotic ice fish. Gliding through the cold, dark depths, the shark is an excellent stealth predator. Individuals can live in excess of 400 years of age. That is a very, very old shark. Fish market. Very rare shark indeed. Guess I should use these really quick. It's not like I can't make more. I can definitely make more for the most part. There's a little bit of limitation now on how much I can make because I don't have the dark ooze anymore. Probably should have left some of the oil spills so I could do that, but it's still interesting. I think there's a way. Is that what I'm going to get every single time for this? Yeah, I think so. Oh, a nightmare seeker, a death dreamer in a waking abyss. Sleeper's torment. Interesting. I got an achievement for that, I think. I'll have to check that later. Oh, bye-bye, fishy. I'll have to do that later. Get some more of that and get the, enhanced, I think, spyglass, or not the enhanced. Yeah, the enhanced spyglass, I think, is what I don't have. Yeah, I'll take that at some point. Okay, well, let's head out here. And start getting some of the rest of these people released, I think. break as much of that up as I can, that way I don't have to deal with it later. Oh, where do you go? Kind of a way out, but kind of not. Ooh, hello. I wonder if this is one of those shrines that will give me something if I get the right kind of fish. Hello? Is that what you are? Do I have to, Translucent spire of ice stretches down into the darkness. Oh, nope, that is a different problem. There we go. Least favorite time to have a sneeze. Hi, bug? I don't know why I sneezed and you decided that was a great time to say hello. I'm doing quite alright. I'm okay, buddy. Well, I got an ice pick, so I can free you. And use you as a place to spend the night for now. Ice shard. Break ice. You strike hard against the center of the shard, where the shadowy shape appears darkest. A deep crack chases upwards, leaving away fragments that fall and shatter. There we go. And another eye closes. Nice. Structure peels open, split to its core. A glistening stone. Yep. I know where that's gonna go. I can't access my storage here, which is fine. I can put that one away in a bit. Let's see if I can find anything else out here. Another dredge spot. Anything out here that I should know about? Oh, there's some cloth there, but I don't really need that. Where are we on the map? Oh, we're about past the back of it now. Hi guys, what are you? You're the char. Yep. And also get more ice blocks later. It is a start. More char? Yep. I'll take it. Haven't got a corrupted one yet. That'll be interesting to see. I don't think I need to go in here just yet. That's a really cool. It looks like you could walk up it, but I doubt you could. More char? Yep. Oh, are you going to be a real one or are you going to be a fake one? The stone comes quietly. Yeah, it doesn't tell me anything. Because I'm not quite spooked enough just yet. Nope, goblin shark. Uh-oh, goblin shark. Oh. Yep, there we go. There was the thing that wasn't quite real. Ice pick? Yes. Nice. There we go. Have I been to this one yet? I think so. Frozen equipment. Okay, yeah, I've read these, so I have been here. Break the ice. There we go. And another eye closes. Structure peels open. Yep, thank you. You take the stone and leave. Yep. Rest for now, because I can go turn in those two, and then I'll have to go get the third one. It means there's a fourth one. Just have to figure out where the fourth one is. Let's see. Pontoon should be here somewhere, because I'm going to grab the third one out of storage if that's the case. Yep. Just keep following this. That's where I broke out earlier. Another goblin shark. Yep. Let's go turn in our fish. What are you? You're kind of glowy. Oh, you're abyssal fish. Yep, fangtooth, okay. Nothing too exciting yet. And you are more the ice fish, yep. Thawed ice fish. Globs of flesh drip from this fish. Its departure from the icy water is causing an instant irreversible reaction. Interesting. I don't think that's quite how that works, but there we go. Apparently one of my fish sat too long. Yep, we'll grab that out. And we'll undock for now and go turn those in. I'll have to get some more fish for our hungry friend. I have a feeling he's going to be a little bit of a pain. There we go. Let's see. Got another ice fish. Get a couple of these guys. Okay, we still have plenty here, so I'm going to be able to fill like the whole thing with just these things. Okay, there we go. Should work just fine. Because I have a feeling he's definitely a little bit extra hungry right now, and I need to get him fed ASAP. Well, that was an interesting sound for a second. Oh, hello? What's here? What are you? A wolffish. Hinged wolffish. Teeth interlocking through flesh to create a brutish trap. Countless yet will meet their doom in the deep. Oh, that's interesting. I think I'm going to pause, stay here for the night. Once I get whatever this is. Hi, friend. Oh yeah, you're the... lizardfish. There we go. Feral lizardfish. Bipedal body, virgins with primitive limbs preparing for an ascent. Okay, I get the fish people joke, and it is kind of funny. Okay, rest, because then I can go figure out where I need to go put those crystals, because I did see it earlier, and then I lost where it was, which is, definitely not the best thing. Oh, here we go, it's over here. Like that. There we go. Break through that. Go around here for a second. Okay. I don't know why every so often I hit a bug in my room who just really likes my face. Actually, I think it's because I've shaved and they like the shaving cream stuff I use. Not fun for me though. Yeah, we'll break through here. Out this way. Let's see if I can go towards where that glowing part is. Probably also need to get some fish so I get left alone. So otherwise I think I'm gonna have a friend. I think I already see a friend. Well, buddy, I got plenty of fish for you. I'm not worried about selling him, I'm more worried about the journal entries, which I'm getting anyways, so... let's give you some yummy fish so you leave me alone. That is about as many I can give you. Let me give you the normal fish here. Maybe that'll do better. I don't know if I should give you the, a little bit odder fish. Ale is away in here. Getting there. So many things do not want to break very well. There we go. Ah. There's our large fish friend. Oh, we have an ice pick. There we go. Now here's our last person to let loose, set free. Ice shard. Spire of glassy ice stands in the shadow of the cliffs. Across the water, a monstrous visage peers from an icy tube. Just near to the ice. A sound of anger lashes from within. Murderer, betray your men left us here, your sleepless god. The voice abates. Wait, your shadow. It speaks another shape. Please save us all. Find the axe. Undo this, the betrayer. First officer, safety of the crew. Failed them, should have. Cursed place. Find the axe. Undo this, the betrayer. The men saw light, southern cliffs at night. Captain and I would look into. We rode alone. He was restless, sleepless. We passed walls of ice. Finally arrived. The great horn into view. The words drifted in, some carried away on the wind. Pulled ashore quickly, the size of it, the light, somehow. He knew the eyes were wild. He was whispering, answering. He said it chose him. Alone, avert my eyes, could not help. Look upon, we fought, cold hands, an iron grip, breathless. What is the thing in the ice? The shape of the ice shrinks into itself. I know not. The eye is open, watching. Shadows of the shadow. The shadow of the shadow. Through the ice, yet more, closed still. It cannot arise. Break the ice, cool the heart. Find the axe, undo this. Must not fully awaken. The eyes, close them, strike the heart. You strike hard against the center of the shard where the shadowy shape appears darkest. Deep crack chases upwards, cleaving away fragments that fall and shatter. Okay, there we go. That's the last one. And the last eye. Uh-oh. I don't know if that was what we were meant to do. But we got something. The structure peels open, split to its core. A glistening stone lies cradled by broken. Yep. Same one as before. What is this going to be, though? Piece of the horn, maybe? Aurora's anchor. A fragment of golden splintered horn, discordant buzzing fills the surrounded air. It yearns for deep. Cast this overboard to create a reusable two-way portal to Blackstone Isle. Okay. Fair enough. So for whatever reason you didn't have one of the abilities, you could use that then. And you could turn that other ice crystal on. Hi, little bug. Please don't. Off you go. Oh my goodness. I'm getting hung up on the ice every so often. I break as much as I can up, because I have a feeling I'm going to need to come through here later, and I'm going to want that not here. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Let's go turn in these fish before they rot. We'll feed them to our buddy. Because otherwise I think they're just going to end up rotting and they're not going to be used to me. Nope. One already ended up rotting anyways. Okay. There you go, friend. Have fun with those. That way we keep you out of trouble for a bit. I think this is the wrong way. Wait, no, it's the right way. Because I went through here and then in here. Yep. Let's see what this does. Might not be good. Glowing light intensifies, feeding into 4 stones. A web of light grows between them, connecting, rejoining, uniting. Ooh. Put that in storage for now. Where is the pontoon from here? Okay. If we go this direction, we will get there and it'll be fine. What is in this? Strands bend through the hues of the aurora, a gleaming trap of light in the dark, menacing spikes of ice adorn a basalt frame. Gives me a bonus. Yep. And I actually get a decent amount of like the fish you can catch. I'll take it. Gives me better bonus than or it gives me the same bonus I think as the other stone. So not too worried now, or better. Might be a better bonus. We'll know in a bit. Okay, storage, not too worried about some of this stuff yet. This I do want to put into storage for now. I haven't had a use for the explosives just yet. Kind of surprised. Yep. Give you the ice fish, do a quick rest. Let's go find this axe if I can. Tab. The encyclopedia, we got these guys. It's like a net, I don't have anything. Pursuits. Catch a, yep. Catch a rare fish, yep. Catch barrel isle, yep. Search for relics, yep, he wants the last one. So far, nothing yet. Let's talk there. Worksite is empty, okay, so nothing there. Okay, let's go see if we can find, this axe somewhere. There we go. Meet our friend. So he stays our friend. Doesn't decide he wants to be, not our friend. I think there's something here. What? Or no, I've already got it, didn't I? Yeah, I must have turned around and not broke through the other side for whatever reason. There we go. I wonder if the axe is in there somewhere? So I have to go exploring in there. Put that. What do I have in the net? Get the stargazer. Do that. Okay, there you go, buddy. All nice and fit for today. Let's see. Is the axe in here somewhere? That is my only guess right now. There's little areas out this way. I think you're just gonna be another goblin shark. Wait. No, you're a sleeper shark. Oh, we got a trophy-sized one. 14 feet. Goodness. That is a very, very large shark. Oh. A bright eye spins inside an impacted socket. An answer from above. Interesting. I don't quite think that's how that works. Okay, what about the other side? Is there something over here for me to find? No, just that. So where would this axe be? Or do I have to... I can't interact with this at all, I don't think. Not seeing anywhere to interact with it. Okay, let's head out here. Let's see if there's somewhere out here I haven't gone. Yep. This doesn't look like I can land anywhere here. It'd be helpful if you told me where this axe possibly was. Put on the lid. I don't have any crab traps, which I guess I do need to get to for this area, or get for this area. Because chances are there is some sort of shellfish to catch. Where does this go? Oh wait, I think I've been out here before. Yeah, we'll have to go back to the Bleak Pontoon for now. It might be morning by the time I get there, but we'll get there. I think that's the oil rig in the back. All the way in the background, yeah. There's the pontoon I need. Yes. At least I think. Tatter's gonna end up being one of the ghost ships. No, that's the pontoon. That's a ghost ship. Okay. Man, you can see that really far. Doesn't look like it at first, but yeah, you can see that really far. But yeah, it's a little bit later than I meant to be out. Should probably rested in that one spot by the creature. Let's do resting and sell the fish. Pay attention, yep. There we go. That's a lot of money for fish. Oh wait. Yeah, fish market will do one of those, and one of those for now. I think even if I reopen it, it's not gonna, yeah, it's gonna take some time to reset it. Oh boy, that is a depth. Encyclopedia, ice. I don't mean the aberrations, I just mean let's go pale rich, and instead of doing that, do it this way. Stargazer. Haven't got you yet. You're in a pot. Okay. So are you... I'm assuming this is like snow crab. You're caught with a rod. You're caught with a rod. So are both of you. Then we get into the funfish. Maybe there isn't an axe to destroy it, but I assume there is. I'm just not understanding where it is. Oh, well, we did get the thing to go to Blackstone Isle, so maybe that's partly the answer too. Let's go here. Frozen cabin. A book sits on the table, it's well worn. Let's see. Anything give me... You're telling me it's the journal entries? Yeah. Does that help me right now? Yep. Okay, actually, yeah, there should be nothing for the iron rig either. Yeah, it's done. Okay, well, let's try that then. Let's, manifest back here. Hi, Bug. Shoo-shoo. And see if he gives us answers. We'll leave it to my excellent boat driving. Green Mansion. What is it? Tell me more about this book of yours. Hello, shoot. Goodness. With a wry grin, he pulls a dusty tome from the nearest shelf and glances at the cover. There's not really much to be said of the histories of Grey Owls. It's quite a chore. Don't play dumb, you know which book I mean. Play dumb, your hypocrisy is wearying. Plus we must go through this rigmarole yet again. The Book of the Deep appears in his hands, sheathed in its dusty crimson jacket. Go ahead, ask us. Where did you get it? Sparkling dust motes hang in the air between you. Don't you remember? You were there. The air around the book begins to pulse rhythmically like a quickening heartbeat. So was she. Ooh. You wanted to forget. Begged me. Room bristles. This is what you asked for. Forget it. Gladly. Anything else? Are you human? Your inquiry is met with a piercing gaze. Why, of course, as human as you are. Anything else? Okay, so he doesn't have anything that I'm thinking of. Yeah, there's nothing there anymore because I have both the engine and that little thing. I don't want to give him that just yet. Okay. So that didn't work as planned. As far as me getting any answers for what I'm supposed to do. As far as the axe, I might actually have to go look it up again because it has been a minute. Oh no. Okay, I think actually okay, so as weird as it seems, that was actually the end of the quest. You find the troll and you find the teleportation device, which is actually two-way instead of one-way. That is the whole thing. I was not expecting that, but okay, yes, that is the whole thing. We'll probably work on getting some of the fish. This will probably end this here pretty soon. We'll probably work on finding some of the fish later on, like catching up with some of the different fish that we need for the encyclopedia and getting that all sorted. But yeah, that was actually the entire Pale Reach quest, and I completely forgot that it does end in a fun way. I'm stuck working right now.
Welcome 0J0 and Scenario.
Thank you. I'm not gonna do anything with Discord right now, but you're more than welcome to privately message me, and I might add you when the stream is done. Let's see. I'm still going the right way. Yeah, I need to get back to the pontoon, because I'm gonna go take a look at the crab and see if I can get anything with that. Nice thing is, I think this is the best trawl net in the game, just because it does have the most bonuses attached, but it won't work in, of course, certain areas for the most part. But yeah, that was the entirety of that quest. It doesn't feel like it should be, but yeah, that was the actual entirety of that quest. Let's see, fish market. Ooh, sailfish. Actually managed to get a shark. Clear that for now. And out of my storage, I will grab that. I'll do something kind of funny here. Because this is really the, like, most far out place. We're gonna cast that overboard. Nice. Don't need to do anything with that right now. And I might end up picking that up and actually scooting it over, because that is... Why are you louder than expected? So we're gonna retrieve you for a second. We're gonna stick you further out. You aren't going to be the most annoying thing I've heard in a while. There you go. Have fun. There we go. Now it's a lot quieter. Ooh, king crab. Okay, so not what I was thinking. Are all of you king crab? Yep. Interesting. Ooh. Ooh, sea stars. Okay, nice. I wonder what the creepier version of that is. I'm almost worried to find out. Yeah, let's get all that sold right now. Oh. I held the wrong key. Okay. There we go. There was a place... Somebody did say there's a 5th group with robes, and I think I've already seen them or been around them in the past. Out of curiosity, let me see if I can find out where they're saying that is. Okay, so K5 is where they're saying that is. So K5 is about here. K minus 5. Okay, I was gonna be like, that doesn't make entirely as much sense as you think it does. It's going to be here somewhere, probably the back side of it. Much help. Definitely not much help. Okay. There we go. I was assuming it was going to go where I clicked. Nope. It's not exactly how that one works, apparently. Yeah, well, I'm going the wrong direction to start with. Need to go the other way. Ooh. Catch all known species of fish in the Pale Reach and catch the colossal squid. That is a very large fish. Okay, yeah. We're on the right path. It's on one side or the other of this. I'm assuming it's going to be more the outside. It tends to be kind of how they are situated. Yeah, I'll have to see where I am on the achievements and what ones I need to finish. Because that'll be a thing. I will definitely 100% this game again. Just because A, I love this game that much. And B, it's one of those things, like, if it's a game that I actually feel is worth doing so, I will at least attempt to 100% everything. Pale Grasper. Approach a hooded figure. They seem to be frozen to the spot. Pale robes frosted over with a heavy rime. Fishermen, the ice. You hear their jaws snap shut again from the cold. The ice takes form. Try to scroll from his robes. An arborated fish. I'm assuming it's an arborated ice fish? Okay, we'll have to find you one of those. That'll be the easiest thing, I'm afraid. Lizard fish. The, more scary version of the lizard fish. Twice in a row on that. Nice. I don't think we've gotten the spooky char yet. Oh. Well, we got one. Bubbling char. Seared flesh forms the mantle of an incandescent core. Water boils into the air around it. Well, fishy, that doesn't seem like it's a fun way to go. Lizardfish, though? Yeah, lizardfish. Not quite what I'm looking for. But I do need to go back to the pontoon and probably buy some ice as well while I'm there. That way I don't lose out on the fish I can sell. Ice fish? Ice fish. Oh, there we go. Bractyline ice fish. Crystals of ice pierce through its body, distorting scales, teeth, and fins. I don't know if that's the right one, though. That's the downside. I think there might be a couple versions of it, and I have to go, when I get to the pontoon, hit tab and open the encyclopedia and kind of look at the shape it's giving me. Okay, let's go over here. Fish market. Pale grasper. Hands of ice reach upward, a sharp hoarfrost blooming across whatever they touch. Ooh, $400 for that fish. Well, $450 for that fish. I do need to sell some of these. And I need to... wait. Where do I get ice? Oh, I don't get ice there. Do I get it in the shipyard? Yes. Well, it's about 2 days. Okay, perfect. We'll do a quick rest. Then... I think that's everything I need to check. I don't think there's anything there anymore for me to do. Oh, sorry, I was going to do this. Encyclopedia. I think, yeah, this one might be the one I need. That or it's this one, but I think it's actually this one. I don't know. I don't think it's this one. We will know, though, when I go to turn it in. At some point, I'm going to buy some more research parts or start looking for them again, so I can get the really nice engine upgrade. And then at some point, we also need to go back to Twisted Spire and find the rest of the dog tags, because we never found all of them. Never turned all of them in. And I think if we do, we might be able to get him to leave the island area. At some point I also need to see if I can figure out what year this technically takes place in, so I can kind of figure out how long he's been there, because that's the thing that was like, oh wait, I didn't think to even ask that as a question, and I think he's been there a while. Looks like he's either the Great War or World War II, as far as like the planes and stuff that are there. That makes more questions, I guess, in a way, because it's like, okay, why did no one ever seem to go looking? The hooded figure places a fish on the ice at their feet, kicking loose snow over to cover it. The stars leave the sky. Another scroll, another twisted shape. Images of arboreted sea stars cover the paper. Okay. Well, now I need to go all the way back and go check the traps and see if I got lucky with one of those. Oh, hello, fish. You are the lizard fish. I wonder if there's a second version. Nope, might be the only one. I got a trophy one. Let's see. There we go. I think the first time I did the Pale Reach, I was like relying on that ice so much, I was like, oh wait. I mean, in theory, I should be heading back very consistently, daily as much as possible, so I shouldn't really need the ice as much as I'm trying to make myself need it, but then there are times where, yeah, you have to sit somewhere else for a bit, and you really do need that ice. Hey, there we go. Oop, let's see what all I got. Sold 10 fish. Nothing particularly expensive, though. What about here? Do we get any of the sea stars that are a little bit funky? Nope. We got crab again. Oh. King's Wrath. A wreath. A clockwork crown of claws, a cycle of succession in the deep. Well, that's interesting. Now, what about you guys? Nope. Do you need... You picked up? Yeah, we'll pick you up. What about you? You're fine. Fish market. Let's see what we have in the net. Sell all of you guys. Repair our fish trap. And we got $6,000. I guess when you finally do get to this DLC, you do make... I just feel like you make a lot of money off the fish. I think in a way that's probably why Pale Reach felt so expensive in some places. Like, for stuff, because this came out first, so if you were playing the... where you'd played this one first and then played that one, I feel like you would have had a bunch of money going into it, and it wouldn't have felt like so expensive later on. Because it felt more like it was evened out, but... it is what it is, and for now, I think that's where I'm going to end it for today, because I got a couple things I need to do for the evening. But so far, we got through the last part of the Iron Rig, which is very surprising and kind of like, oh, okay, well, I mean, at least we got through it, I guess. And it was really good, but I was very interested in the fact that, yeah, there's an ending, but then you can also do the thing with the scientists because they're separate. I thought it was one is one ending, one is the other ending, and it's not that way. Hail Reach, I thought was going to take a lot longer because I forgot that you can do it pretty quickly. Still had a lot of fun with it. Still a lot of fun going through it. Always just weirds me out how the quest ends, because it's a DLC that's meant to get you gear, and give like a different kind of storyline, which I really, really like that storyline, and there's a couple things that it reminds me of. But yeah, it kind of ends a little abruptly, and it feels a bit weird. It's like, oh, you wanna go take out the the actual thing, the ice, but you do take it out by breaking all of the ice and getting the net. So a bit weird, does make sense, does work out, but still a bit weird for the ending. I am gonna continue this though, probably next couple days, and I'm gonna figure out another horror game to do. I still need to go in and do the 2 endings of Blair Witch. They will get done. I'm not excited about it, but they will get done. But what this is going to be, I think, is going to be a lot of, hey, let's go in and get the rest of the Fish Encyclopedia done, and then officially end the game. And I'm going to look up what achievements I need, and I'm going to mark them down in my Discord that I have. Like, it's an actual streaming Discord. Right now, it's one of those things of, like, as much as I want to give the link out to anybody who follows or anything that way, and I might do something like that later, it is locked to subs just to make sure we don't get bots in, because we have, like, there are people who've been having issues with that. We are figuring it out, that sort of thing. With that in mind, though, I will post what achievements I need. That way we can track them, that sort of stuff. And I will continue with this tomorrow. It's been fun. I hopefully have more time tomorrow to do this. I can't wait to see where this is going to go and what it's going to look like to actually get that encyclopedia entirely filled out. Anyways, it was fun. I've had fun with this. I can't wait to do more of it. I will see you all tomorrow to continue on with this and then find some more spooky games. And it is making me crave Still Wakes in the Deep a little bit, but again, that is a reward for